what's new at Housemarque?
Well, we are still developing downloadable console games, so we are doing another big title for Sony, PSN exclusive. And we are actually has started our first multi-platform game project for Xbox Live Arcade PSN just recently, so with the new customer, new publishers, so we'll be busy.
How was the switch from like big box titles to these downloadable titles been for you?
I think it suited us really well, and 3 years ago when we found out about Xbox Live Arcade, for instance, it was instant match that we knew that we could do these games and do really nice thing on that. So we really like it, and because you can concentrate on one, if you do a game, you can concentrate on one feature and do it really well. So and you can try out different things.
So you don't get put into one different genre and then you have to do snowboard games over and over again.
Exactly. I think that's part of the paranoia we have currently, because I think like 6-7 years ago we were viewed as a snowboard game developer, and it was really tough at that time to sell anything else. For instance, we are doing finishing off a demo of a physics-based puzzle game. So again, another new game genre we like to do, and hopefully we'll get that as our first kind of a self-published, digitally downloadable game. So we can try out different things and try new ideas.
How do you feel about the financial situation that is sort of plaguing the industry right now? I mean, you made a transition perhaps that a lot of other developers should have made earlier, and now they're in trouble. Do you feel that one problem of that developers are closing down is that they tried for too much?
Yeah, I know it's really hard to change from one side of the business to another. So I think we were kind of lucky, so to speak, to being forced to this transition really early on. So we are now in a really good position. But I think just in downloadable games, of course, in the future, everything is going to be downloadable. I know it's really hard if you have, like, we have 20 guys. We can do 2 games, but if you are doing retail games nowadays, you need to have 60, 80, 100, whatever, and get those guys employed and do just one thing. So it's really hard to switch that to the downloadable side, because instead of 1 or 2 deals, you would need to have 10 deals running at the same time. So I can understand the pain that other guys might have.
How has publishers' view on downloadable games changed since you started out with the first projects till now?
Well, I think more publishers are getting into this, but to be honest, there are very few publishers up until now who have really concentrated on this side of things. But I think we see progress. But the games we do original IP, original new games, and there are very few publishers who are willing to fund those kind of games. Sony is one of the most advanced in that sense, that they have, of course, invested quite a lot into original IP.
They've been good to Nordic game developers with PlayStation Network.
Well, at least we, Sony has been great for us, and I think there was this Crash Commandos coming out. There was
the Ragdoll Kung Fu.
Yeah, and there was this Snake Ball, I think was made in Norway. They've been willing to try out new games and new ideas, so it's good.
Do you see any big trends in the industry here at GDC that you would like to share?
Well, not particularly, maybe not in here, but I see the change that developers like us can turn into be small boutique publishers themselves. So we can publish our games through Xbox Live Arcade or PSN, Weaver, App Store. I've been in this industry for 15 years. Started out as an Amiga developer, and I think that there's more options for developers now than ever. And for the first time, we could really kind of get that global distribution with 1 or 2 deals, like get a game out for PSN or Xbox Live Arcade, and if you get self-finance that, we can be publishers ourselves. So that hasn't been really a possibility like 5 years ago.
I'd like to thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Nice meeting you.